it's me, host Bizarro. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got an awesome new Cosmic Legion action figure from Horsemen Studios. I do have to say thank you very much to Horsemen Studios for sending this through to the channel completely free of you for us to review. They have sent one to me and one to Jacob's Toys as well. Jacob's Toys will be putting his online today as well. There's going to be a link at the end of this video where you can check out Jacob's video. Right, Jacob, by the way, has been to be reviewing Hvalkatar, which is the main character of this particular story. I'm going to be reviewing Zeerian Spyre. These are awesome looking figures, and there is a whole backstory here, guys, so let's take a little look at the backstory. So this is Hvalkatar, Book 1. Amidst the 5 circles of Cosmerium, there lies the dreaded complex known as Hvalkatar, officially a prison and manufacturing complex. Hvalkatar is owned by the Traders Union of the 5 circles of Cosmerium on TU5CC. What truly transpires at this complex, which is run by the tyrannical High Warden Slog, goes beyond the official reports from the manufacturing of the miraculous regenerative formula known as Thryxium, to the reports of gladiatorial-style battles taking place in the lowest levels of the prison. Hvalkatar is much more than it seems. It is here that a young Abelex named Hvalkatar finds himself captured and dragged to this prison. He is eventually locked in the deepest part of Hvalkatar's cell block 5, known as the Grave Ring. It is here that Thryxium is forced to fight to survive, but he is not alone. Forming a bond with other inmates, they vow to protect each other and fight not only for the amusement of the High Warden and his guards, but to one day break free from Hvalkatar. Very cool. Now, Jacob will be reviewing the main character, which is Hvalkatar from the Grave Ring, so do go ahead and check out his review as well. But I'm reviewing this awesome Zeerian Spyre, and she's got her own little backstory here, which states, once a famous bioengineer on her homeworld of Theerius, Zeeri rejected the unwanted celebrity status that was thrust upon her. Known for her breakthrough discovery of the regenerative formula eventually known as Thryxium, she disappeared from sight when her discovery was forcefully taken away and used for motives that were less than benevolent. Zeeri's disillusionment over the loss of her discovery led her to seek solace amongst the ranks of the controversial and elusive organization known as the Mortal Thorn. Although her association with the Thorn eventually led to her incarceration, it is that very experience which prepared her for survival within the lethal halls of Hvalkatar. Very cool. Let's go ahead and break her out of the packaging, because it's time to review and build our Legion. Okay, here we go. Oh, these are nice boxes. So you've got the figure here in the front with all her weapons and things, but you've also got a little side panel here which also has more weapons and face sculpts and all sorts of cool stuff going on. There's weapons and all sorts here. This is very cool, and there's even a cloak piece on the back as well. Let me get all this out safely, and we'll go straight to the desk cam and take a closer look. I love Mythic Legions figures. They always feel super high-end when you review them. They are really cool figures, and this is no different. This is my first step into the Cosmic Legions world. I've only ever had the Mythic Legions, which are their fantasy-based figures. So this is a nice new step for me. She's got all these little holes and things all over the thing, and I think that's for these little white pieces to go into. Like, do they just slot, like, in there or something? Not quite 100% sure what that is all about, but it seems that way. She also has this really cool strap with like an actual clip and everything on the weapon here, which is very cool. There's like it's like a proper little clip and everything that holds it together, which is very cool. And there is a little hole here as well. But is that to put in there? Like you put one of them in there, and then I can slot it to her back. Is that the idea? So I can do this and then have it like over her shoulder. Is that the plan? I think so. I think that's what these are for, but I may be wrong. There's also these little holes on her arm gauntlets as well, and this kind of looks like it pops into like one of those as well. Pew! But I may be wrong. Like I say, first time I'm playing one of these, so please forgive me. But she's very awesome. The face sculpt on this one as well is stunningly beautiful. We do have an extra sculpt as well, which is even better. So we do have this awesome sculpt as well, with a little side flip on the hair. So that is really cool. And what I could do is I can pop the head off, nice and easy, just a little ball joint. And we do have the a little face piece as well. So I can put that around her neck and pop the face piece on. Pop the head on, and I can just sort of slide this up. That sort of sits under her ears. And then she's got like a mask on, which is very cool as well. She's like almost like a space elf, isn't she? With the look at those little ears and stuff. She's very much like a space elf, if you were talking fantasy terms. She's very cool looking. I'm not sure if I would keep that particular face sculpt on. I do like the hairpiece though, like that, rather than the long hair. That's kind of cool. But again, very easy just to pop on and off. So you just pop those like that, and we can pop the headpiece back on. This character does, for me, like resembles like a Gamora style character with all the guns and stuff, because she does come with this big blaster rifle, this big sniper rifle thing, which is huge, by the way. Very cool. It's got like a gold sheen to it as well, which is very nice. But then we also have the two pistols as well, and these look very cool. So I do like those. I probably use these more than anything. Like I say, she comes with the mask and the face sculpt. We've got this little effects piece. That doesn't fit onto any of the end of the gun, so it's not something she shoots, if that makes sense. So it must come out of one of these gauntlets. Then we get two extra hands with two more trigger fingers. I'm not quite sure why, because these are trigger fingers that are already on the figure. We get two more trigger fingers. And then a bunch of these little white bits to pop guns and things onto her with. Again, very cool. And then we do get a nice cloak as well. And what I love about the cloak is that it's got a nice design on the back here. But it does have like a proper little stud. So you can see there's a little stud, and you can pop that together. And it does pop into place very nicely. It's very high end. Feels very... yeah, it feels like a very high-end collectible piece, that doesn't, you know what I mean? It's not every day you see that kind of thing on, like, regular figures, so I'm liking that a lot. And again, that kind of gives her a cloak, which is very cool. This would look better over time once you've worn it a bit and used it and stuff like that. So we've got, we can use these little things, like I say, to put things on her body, I believe that's what they're going to be for, so I can, like, attach, like, one here. Oh, these little pieces move. That's very nice. So you can pop one there and like one here. All these little back pieces. And then we can get the guns, because they've only got one little nub on the back. And then we can pop those like on. Ow. Ow. I should have done this the other way around, I think. Oh. Hurt my fingers. I'm going to pop that into there. There you go. So we pop, yeah, he goes, that's popped in nicely now. So you pop that into there, and then we can pop that on here. And then that's her carrying that weapon rather than having it, you know what I mean? She's like carrying it, which is very cool. So like I say, I believe that's what these are for. If I'm using these totally wrong, but that's the only way I can see them being used, surely. There you go. So now they're attached onto a person, but then you've got these two little holes in the gauntlet as well. I mean, what's that for? What's that about? Surely she wouldn't attach them there. Articulation and stuff. There's plenty of articulation on this figure to look at as well, which is nice. So the head is on a ball joint. So you can make it look up and down, left and right, and all that good stuff. Plenty of movement there in that head. The arm lifts up at this side piece here and all the way up, and it does rotate. There's also rotation at the elbow, single hinged elbow. Hands are on little hinge joints. Crunch around at the abdomen. It's a little bit stiff at the moment. I don't want to mess that too much, but she has got an abdomen crunch. Her legs will lift forward, backwards, and outwards, with a knee hinge there as well, with rotation. And the feet as well are on rocker and pivot with a... Is that toe articulation as well, maybe? No, I thought that was toe articulation, but it is not. But either way, still very cool. It's just the design on the boot. I thought it was a toe articulation. She is very cool, though. I'm really liking this fig. She is nice. Like I said, this massive gun is huge. Very huge. I think, actually, I'm going to pop that off. Pop these back on. Oops. I'm just going to take these off for now. Pop that mask and that back on. Slide that up over her face so it's on properly. Ah, no! No! I'm dropping everything. Stupid Sorrel. Oh no. It's all going Pete Tong. There we go. Let me try that again. So we're going to pop this onto here. I'll do that now actually while we've got it off her head. It might be easier. Right, like that. Pop that on. So the head's on. And then, like I say, we're going to go and I'm going to try the cloak again. With this headpiece, because the hair's not as big now. And with the mask piece on, with the hood, that might look very... Yeah. Now she looks very cloaky, assassin-y looking. Now I can imagine her holding that sniper rifle on a rooftop. Yeah, that's very nice. She is an awesome looking figure, whatever way you look at it. This is a very cool fig. Mythic Legions have definitely hit these out of the park with the Cosmic series. They are very cool. As well, these would fit in with like your Star Wars Black series. They're the same sort of scale and stuff, so these are just very cool. Guys, what are your thoughts on the Cosmic Legions? Let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this review today, then why not smash that subscribe button? Subscribing really supports us, it really helps out and helps me to keep making more awesome videos just like this. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, may the toys be with you. Bye!